Hello! How are we all doing tonight? I'm here. I know it's a couple minutes late as usual. Sorry about that. I see there's a few of you already in the chat, chatting away. There's 22 of you, in fact, watching right now. Hello to all of you. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a first-time WP Eagle streamer, watcher, hello and welcome. I think all the sound and everything is working well. I mean, I've done this a few times now, so I really should know how to use the software and the microphone and the camera, which I think I do. Oh, I haven't got the ghost on. Should we put the ghost on? Let's put the ghost on. That's better, I think. Hello, anyway, let's do some hellos. Hello, hello, Ocean Water to Wave. I think you're a first timer. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Hello, Jason. Hello, Trevor. Hello to my regulars and indeed my moderators, Stephanie and Helen. I think I saw R7 Eagle in here somewhere as well. Yep, he's here. Good to see you. Bob. Hello, Mark. Joe Sky Force Minx. Hello to you. I see that you're not actually in there anymore, but thanks for dropping by and letting us know that you're going to be watching this stream after the event, which of course you can do. It's all recorded and available to watch immediately after today's stream. Who else we got to say hello to? Hello, Steve. Thank you for commenting on my video earlier. Appreciate all comments and likes and all that kind of stuff. Really helps me out. Hello, Scott. Hello, Brian. You rocking a t-shirt tonight? I know I am. I've got one nearly... no, in fact, I have got one for every day of the week now, so... a bit like Mark Zuckerberg, I never have to worry about what I'm going to be wearing. Just pick up a standard WP Eagle t-shirt, which, by the way, are still available to buy on WPEagle.com. I've not updated the merch. I know I said I would, and I will, but just haven't got around to it. And who else we got in here? Phil, have I said hello to you? Hello, Phil. Hello, Tammy. Good to see you. Hello, Marcus. What else? Hello, Zach. Hello, Demas, and hello, Leon. Hello, Ikena. I think I've said hello to everybody. Hello to the Lemon Vine. Lemon Vine has one big question to ask me, then please ask your questions away. So tonight we're going to have a mix of sites, your sites that have been submitted to me over the past few days. And we'll be having a look at them. I'll be giving you my thoughts and opinions and that kind of stuff. And of course I will be answering your questions from the chat. So if you've got a question, leave it in the chat. I will try and answer them all. Sometimes they kind of go past me too quickly and I do forget them. Hopefully my moderators like Helen and the rest will help me with that too. But yeah, if you've got any questions, then do leave them in the chat. So before I get on the computer and do some reviews, I just want to tell you that I uploaded a video today. I know, amazing, I actually got around to uploading before Friday, which I've been doing recently. I don't know why. It just seems to be the end of the week every time I come around to recording. But no, today I got a video up. It's to do with updating Kingdom and WooZone. And the reason I did it today was because there was some updates released today. I'm not sure when WooZone was updated, but Kingdom, I think, was definitely updated today. Or at least it was very recently, if it wasn't today. So, yeah, go check it out. Probably means that you need to update if you're running a WooZone site. I haven't looked into WooZone 11 in too much detail. I don't know what new features and stuff it's got going on. Hopefully they fixed a few bugs, the usual stuff. Yeah, go check it out. Go and update your stuff and let me know what you think. Demas says, what's the name of that big monitor's name? Well, this thing, this is an iMac Pro. So it's actually a computer. It's not just a monitor, it's a computer as well. iMac Pro. Very expensive. But I made the mistake. I didn't order enough memory. I got the like basic memory. A big mistake. Should have ordered the bigger memory. Kenneth says he loves me, or she loves me. I don't mean to offend if I get your name wrong or indeed your gender, but thank you very much. How I helped you build the best affiliate site ever. Well, that's good to hear. I've been working on an affiliate site. It's taking longer than I thought. So I'm going to have a new video really soon on how to create an affiliate marketing site for 2019. It's going to be a simple blog based site, but I wanted to make sure that it was as good as it could be. So I want to iron out all the creases and just get it awesome. And you know that's a word that I hate and very rarely use, but I want it to be as good as it possibly can be before I record and share it with you. I'm going to be using Elementor in this new tutorial, and I'm going to share with you my templates to try and make it a bit easier to build. So rather than having to follow every single step that I take, I'm going to provide you with some templates that you can just dump into Elementor, and it will give you a kind of head start and enable you to launch your site a lot quicker, hopefully. Gaz says he's still waiting for the official WP Eagle thong. Ugh. Well, I'm not sure about that, Gaz, especially if you're going to send me a picture. That could be scary. CH Lock says, what sort of pre-made websites can I buy to get approved by Share a Sale and CommissionJunction.com? Well, I would just head over to Flipper.com or somewhere similar and buy a site that's already signed up for a Share a Sale and CJ.com, probably. I've never had a problem getting approved for either of those, so I wouldn't worry too much. Steve says, hit that like button. That's very kind of you, Steve. But yes, I do agree with that. If you could click the like button, if you're already enjoying tonight's stream, I mean, I haven't really given much value yet, but if you feel like it's going to be a good one, then click the like button. Let's see if we can get 57.5 likes this evening. Do you think we can do that? I'll be happy with 57. Panagiotis Chatsi Giorgio, which is a fantastic name, which I've obviously just mispronounced. Am I allowed to use Amazon product images to my reviews affiliate site? Yes, of course you can, but you need to insert them using the Amazon site stripe. You'll find a video on the channel on how to do that. Don't just kind of rip them off Amazon and put them up that way. They don't like that. They like you to use the site stripe. That way, if the image changes, then it should automatically change on your site. I think that's how it works. Now, of course, you could find product images from other websites, for example, the manufacturer's website, and that would probably be cool. Hello, Ian S. Good evening to you, and it has been a long time. I am well. I'm good, thank you. CH Lock. Oh my God, your room and desk is messy. Yeah, you're right. It's very messy. I need to tidy up in here. Messy. Messy. Just read this chat. Messy room, messy brain, messy desk, messy brain. Is it? I don't know. Let me just move a few things around to give the false impression that I'm tidying up. Steve Pro says, have you seen the new pop-up feature on Elementor Pro? Yes, I did see, well, I saw an email. I don't think it was quite ready when I saw a kind of preview of it. It looks very interesting. So as soon as I get my hands on that, I will be doing something on that. Yeah, it looks good. Leon says, I'm just mid-flow of building my second affiliate website using Content Egg and Rehab after I found your channel. So thanks for what you do for answering my email the other day. That's no problem. Helen says she uses them off the stripe without problem. That's the images. Scott says, free good plugins to speed up your site. Number one is WP Super Cache. Fair enough. I'd go for WP Fastest Cache, but it's up to you. Number two is Auto Optimize. Number three is Async JavaScript. Be careful with the settings on Async. It can stop affiliate ID tags loading. Well, that would be bad. So yeah, do check that. Monica says, yo, convince me to move from Divi to Elementor. You should. Number of reasons. Divi is a theme. It's a single theme, whereas Elementor works with many other themes. Elementor is a page builder, and there's a whole load of themes that are optimized for Elementor, but it will generally work with any theme. Another good reason to move is I find Divi a little bit clunky. Although, to be fair, I haven't worked with it for a little while, but last time I did create a site with it, I found it a bit clunky, a bit tricky. Not as obvious as I thought, whereas Elementor is very easy to use. You've got the right click going on and everything like that. So, Monica, I think you should just go and try Elementor. You're going to have to find a new theme. I recommend Ocean WP or Rife theme. A couple of good ones there. But there is a whole load of good free Elementor themes. And Elementor Pro is a lot cheaper than Divi, off the top of my head. So a couple of good reasons. Gaz has had a couple of carvers tonight. Go for it, Gaz. I've got tea. Then after tea, I might have after the stream I might have a non-alcoholic beer. That's how I roll. Discovered some great non-alcoholic beers. I mean, seriously. There's a website called, it's in the UK anyway, called Dry Drinker. And yeah, they've got tons of really good non-alcoholic beers. So, I don't know if you know, on Mondays and Wednesdays I don't eat. You know, the fasting thing. Have you heard about the 5-2 fast diet thing? Yeah, do that on Mondays and Wednesdays. So, yeah, that also includes not drinking any beer and keeping your calories down to a very low number, like 500 a day, something like that. So these non-alcoholic beers, they are really tasty, and they're like 20 calories a beer. It's perfect. But Gaz is celebrating clearing our mortgage early. Well done, Gaz. Though, if you'd have asked me what to do, I'd have said, don't clear the mortgage. I'd have said, put all that money into a business. No, you probably should do the sensible thing and clear your mortgage. But never mind. I'm only joking. Or am I? Mark Beaver says, Alex, going to need your help. The propulsion theme is no longer being supported. Oh, well, it is quite old. Very old, in fact. That's like one of the first... when I first started getting into WordPress, the propulsion theme was one of my favourite themes. Bashiro says, hi, are people really making money from affiliate sites? There are a lot of scams out there. What scams are you referring to? Are you referring to the scams where people tell you that it's really easy to make money online using an affiliate site? Because that would be a lie. It's not easy to make money with affiliate sites, but lots of people do make money from affiliate sites. I for one, make a 4-figure income from affiliate marketing every single month. And a number of my viewers have shared with me their success stories, and they are also making good money from their affiliate marketing sites. If you check out our friends over at Income School as well, they are making lots and lots of money from their affiliate sites. So much so, in fact, they employ a whole team of writers to create content for their affiliate sites because they're making that much money, they can afford to do that. So yeah, Bashiro, there you can make loads of money from affiliate sites, but it's not easy. It takes work, it takes dedication, it takes time and effort, and possibly a little bit of money as well to get things up and running. It's not going to make you rich overnight. It might make you slightly richer in 12 months time, something like that, but you keep working at it and believe in yourself and don't give up and keep learning, then you too can have a really good income from affiliate marketing. Our 7 Eagle says, if you have a blog site with links to Amazon, how can you see if those products at Amazon are still available without looking up each one? A plugin would be nice. Well, WooZone would do that. WooZone will remove any products from your WooCommerce if they're no longer available. I don't know any other ways. Maybe someone in the chat might be able to help you with that. Ocean Water to Wave says, I can't figure out how to promote affiliate sites and I gave up. Ugh. First of all, don't give up. Let me just scroll down and see what I said. Okay, so you said you used Instagram and Facebook and Tumblr. That's probably where you went wrong. The majority of people that I know that are having success with affiliate sites, they get the majority of their traffic from Google Organic Search, the classic old SEO. How do you rank on Google Organic Search? You create content, excellent content, and you fill gaps that are not being filled by anyone else. So if you check out my keyword golden ratio playlist that I did with Doug Cunnington, you'll see some ideas there in terms of how to identify opportunities where there are people looking for something around a particular subject. They're asking Google a question or they're looking for information, and there isn't many articles or bits of content that are coming up and answering that question. So that is your opportunity. You create a good bit of content, you answer that question, you fill that gap, then with very little other SEO stuff going on, so very little link building, that kind of thing, you can rank, you can get traffic. That's the easiest way to promote your site for free. It's not quick. It takes a little while for you to create content. It takes a little while for that content to get ranked. But once it does, it will deliver you traffic every single day for free. Using social media and that is a lot harder, especially with things like Facebook, because Facebook make it very difficult for you to reach people, and it's starting to annoy me actually quite a bit, Facebook. Even if you've got a group, which we have got groups, if I want to send a message to those people in my group, Facebook would really prefer it if I paid them to do that, which makes promoting stuff on Facebook very difficult. One Love, One God People says Divi is Kingdom. No, Divi is Divi and Kingdom is Kingdom. Divi is a theme by Elegant Themes. If you Google it, you'll find it. Rafat says, yeah, would you recommend any good affiliate marketing courses? No, I think you could probably learn everything for free on YouTube. If you were going to buy one, then go for Income Schools. Possibly Doug's, but it's quite expensive. I feel affiliate marketing like trading. Possibly. O2 says, I have 5 KGR posts published. I still haven't got any organic traffic yet. Is that normal? Yeah, that is normal. It's going to take a little while. Could take anything up to 30 weeks for that traffic to start coming. Plus 5 is probably not enough. You need to start with 20, 30, 40, 50, as many as you possibly can. Because not every KGR post that you write is going to rank, is going to work. So it's a bit like a numbers game. You need to throw as much stuff at the wall and see what sticks. Media says, are API deployment crucial for payout tracking? No. Amazon track your payouts via your tracking ID, which is just part of a link. Nothing to do with the API. API is for pulling products down. Stephanie says, tea in the UK, I love it. The British Empire was made on tea. Built on tea. And slavery, but mainly tea. We love tea in this country. Although I will say this is decaf tea, it's not like proper stuff. Helen says to Bashiro, as long as you're helping to solve a problem, it's not trading. So that's exactly what you're there for as an affiliate marketer. You're there to solve a problem, help people buy something. I've got a video on my other channel all about that. Question from Tammy, what is the best way, easy, free or cheap, to auto-share posts to social media? I wouldn't recommend auto-sharing, if I'm honest, because you're never quite sure what it's going to do, when it's going to do it, how it's going to look, all that kind of stuff. There are tools, though, to make your sharing easier. I like Buffer. It's a tool that I use a lot, and I then just basically queue up a load of posts, decide what they're going to look like. I also customize them so that the wording fits, whether it be Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, that kind of thing. Auto-posting, a bit spammy, not very good. And I also think that Facebook and that, they know, Facebook especially knows when you're auto-posting, and those kind of posts tend to get less reach than a manual post. That's just a gut feeling I've got. Steve Pro says, check out 30 Koposhik. Good old 30. Fellow WordPress YouTuber. Me and him have had a few chats on Skype. Really like his video. He is well into Elementor. So if you want any Elementor stuff, go check him out. He's doing way better than me on YouTube. He's got like 60,000 subscribers or something. So yeah, way better than me. Go check him out. Although I'm better at English, being English, and he's Dutch, but hey, he can speak Dutch, so he's better than me. The Lemon Vice says, Alex, tell me something. Why is finding a niche so hard, or a niche if you're in America? I'm doing my own head in, and I don't really know which direction to go from one Englishman to another. Give me a clue. Anything could help. Oh, I have done some videos on finding a niche before. It is hard to find a niche. But I'm going to go on the computer now. And we'll have a look at some sites. But before we look at some sites, I'm going to go and find some niches right now. Live. Transition. There's the front of my face. There's the back. You know, I went to the barber's the other day. It's not bad, is it? On the back there. I feel like I'm in the barber's and he's holding the mirror behind me. Let's get this on now as well. There we go. Google. Let me just make this a little bigger. Just so you're aware, I'm a little bit behind you on the chat, and I also can't really see the chat when I'm on this computer. Well, I tell a lie, I could just open another browser window. Yeah, bear with me. Let me see if I can do that. Let's get organised. Don't look at the YouTube homepage though, because I'll be distracted and I'll have to go and... What was that? Okay, but anyway, this is how I would suggest finding a niche to start with. Let's head over to Amazon. I'm going to go amazon.co.uk as it was a UK based question. So one good way is to start just drilling down within Amazon into departments, going really deep, because that will give you some ideas of some really interesting niches. Let me just get the chat going up here. Or down here even. So yeah, I'd go into like department, like here. Then my old advice, and it probably still is relevant, is to try and think of something that you are at least a little bit interested in. Although you don't necessarily have to be interested in it. It just makes it a little bit easier when it comes to like creating content and stuff. Ah, an ad. I'm watching my own ad. Don't tell anybody. Okay. Let me just mute that. Right, I've got the chat going, so we're fine. I need another monitor. Yeah, for sure. He says here the Dutch guy has 60k subs. What about him? Yeah, so Leon agrees with me that auto post to Facebook could hold you back. So anyway, what was I talking about? I was talking about this. So yeah, find something that is slightly interesting. So let's see what we got. We've got loads of different categories. You have a little around here. First off, I wouldn't go for anything too broad. A lot of people make the mistake when they're choosing a niche, they go too broad. They think, okay, I'm going to do technology, or they think I'm going to do pets, or I'm going to do health. It's too broad. I mean, they can be okay as a start. So for example, where could we start? Let's think about health. Where's the health thing? Health and beauty. So let's go into health and personal care. Okay, so all of these are again too broad. They're too. There'll be too much competition. It'll be too difficult. I don't want to go for anything to do with medication and remedies, although it could work. But I think when you're doing medical stuff, you've got to be really careful. If you get what I mean, you don't want to give away any bad advice. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to click on all healthcare. And then we see down here we've got a whole load of different categories. Now you are going to want to think of something that's got a reasonable value in terms of the product value. It just makes it easier. So this diagnostics and health monitors sounds interesting. Though I'm going down the health thing again, which could be difficult. I think I've dug myself a bit of thing. Look, sleeping and snoring. That could be interesting. Now this could be a niche. Pretty sure this could be a niche. I don't know exactly, but it's very specific. Looks like there's a reasonable range of different products. So we could talk about sleeping and we could talk about snoring, and you know, that's fine. So in here we've got grind guards. There's a whole load of grind guards. I mean, they're not exactly high value. I did say go for high value, but you know, take this with a pinch of salt. It's a live demonstration. They never work well for me. So we'd think, okay, well, maybe we're going to go for sleep and snoring. Then I'll pop up Google and I'll start doing some searches around that. So how to stop snoring, be a good one to start with. This is too broad again. I mean, look, there's a massive volume, 18,100 people searching for this a month. By the way, I'm getting this data using the keywords everywhere. That's keywords everywhere browser extension thing. So we need to go more specific. So let's look down here. So how to stop snoring exercises. Sounds better. We're down to 170 a month. And then we look down and we can see there isn't many articles that have got this exact term in it. And in fact, we can double check that by using the KGR, which is Doug's little formula, just to give us an idea of competition. If we type in all in title and then put the colon, this is going to show us how many websites have got this exact phrase as the title on one of their pages or posts. 354. I can't do the calculation top of my head, but that doesn't sound too bad. There's not too much competition, but you'd probably want that slightly less. So let's keep thinking. Now there was those teeth grinders, so let's see what we get on that. How to stop grinding teeth when asleep. 480 a month, and then again we might just see how much competition is coming up by doing it all in title. 6. Look at that, 6. So there's hardly any competition. So you write an article on how to stop grinding teeth when asleep, I'm fairly confident that you would rank for that. I mean, let's just do the keyword golden ratio. Let's say you'll find full details on the keyword golden ratio, which is Doug's favorite formula. Income School don't 100% agree with it, but hey, I think it's a good idea to give you an indication of competition. So that's 6 divided by 480. 0.0125. That is a brilliant idea for an article, according to the KGR. So there we go. That's one niche that could be interesting to sleep on, and you could obviously just keep digging and diving and going down the rabbit hole, and look at all these ideas for articles. Let me just see if I can talk. But let me just see if we can find one more niche. I'm going to go back to the department. I went in health, which I think was a bit difficult. So let's go into cars and motorbikes. Interesting area. Car accessories. So we've got all these different things. So again, cars would be too broad. You'd want to go very specific. That's what makes a niche site work so well is that it's so specific and able to capture all the long tail traffic. Bashira says, can you do a YouTube video rather than an article? You kind of need an article. If you're not very good at writing, you can use writers, of course. By all means, do a YouTube video. YouTube is a great way to build links, generate traffic and all that kind of stuff. But really, you do need an article on the back of it as well, just for Google. So let's go into transporting and storage. That sounds interesting. So got a whole load of stuff here. So this might be an interesting one. So cars, car transporting accessories. I'm not sure if that is a niche or not. Dog car travel, that might be too specific. Though traveling with your dog, that could be an interesting niche. That could be quite specific. I mean, what products we got here? So seat covers, barriers. So car crates could be interesting. Best car crate for dogs. 70 a month. 44 results. That could be okay. You could do large dogs, small dogs, different cars, that kind of thing. Let's go back in. I'm going to do one more. That wasn't particularly a good one. It really is. There's a lot of trial and error when it comes to finding niche, but I always get a gut feeling when I find something that I think is going to be a goer. Bowwell Tech was a bit too broad, if I'm honest. turned into a bit of a just a kind of pet site, whereas I was just going to focus on technology, but I've kind of gone off that a little bit and started talking about pets in winter and stuff. Zombie Merc was obviously very specific. Beer shirts was very specific, and that actually does generate a reasonable income, although it is kind of small volume, but I haven't done any work on it. So it's really finding something really specific. You could also combine two of your interests. So Star Wars and beer did quite well on beer shirts. Yeah, that's one way of coming up with some niches. Let's go into cooking and dining. Just caught my eye there. So you could maybe do something around kitchen tools and gadgets, bakeware, coffee. Coffee could work, although again it might be too broad. Water coolers and filters and filter taps and chillers and filtering bottles. You could do a whole site around getting good water or not using bottled water. That could be a good idea. So how to filter water in the wild naturally on an island without a filter. Science project at home without a filter could be tricky. This looks like someone's done an affiliate site around it. Look, here we go. The ads aren't working. Homemade filter. Okay. Drinking water filters. The ultimate guide to... I'm just having a look to see where the... I don't know why they put a line through that. How to... They're linking to other, but you know, they're doing the water filter thing. 6,000 odd likes on Facebook. It's obviously a thing. Teeth grinding for dogs. Yeah, there we go. That's an idea. Anyway, we've been chatting for too long. Let's have a look at some sites. Hopefully that gave you some ideas on how you can find a niche. Do check out my channel. I've got some videos on finding a niche, which is a bit better than me just lagging it here. O2 HUD says, when I say throw as much stuff as you can of KGR content, do you mean high and low volume search keywords? I mean anything that's KGR compliant. It doesn't necessarily have to be 100% KGR compliant. If you've just got a feeling about an article, just do it. Even if it is high volume, just go for it. I'm just saying you need a lot of articles. That's what I mean by throwing the stuff at the wall. You know, with 5 articles, you're not. It's like spreading your bets. You know, you're betting on 5 horses, or you're going to bet on 50 horses. You bet on 50, then there's a good chance that a few of them are going to come home. I wouldn't recommend, that's not gambling advice, by the way. But you get the idea. The more articles you've got out there, the more chance you've got of getting ranked, of getting traffic. Lemon Vice says, could a niche be made around a feeling, like, for example, cozy? Of course it could. That's an interesting idea. Bashir says, do you guys write it yourself or do you outsource it? I outsource a lot of my writing, but you can obviously write it yourself. Right, let's have a look at some sites. So the first one tonight, Game Geek Guru, which was sent in by Ben Wilkinson. Now, I did a bit of work on this actually for him the other day. I was helping do some custom CSS. We can see it's a kingdom theme. You can see that because he hasn't done a logo just yet. Now, it looks good. It's got a retro feel to it. You've added a forum, which is a lot of work. I've found in my experience, it can be a lot of work to have a forum. So I think it's an interesting idea. I think it could be too broad as a niche. It's going to need a lot of content, blog posts, that kind of stuff. I mean, let me just see. So it looks like it's just all kind of gaming, which I think is going to be really, really competitive. But you know, you can find a niche within gaming. So you could do some articles around controllers for specific things, specific games, specific consoles, applications, whatever. you know, you'd have to try and just be really specific and go for those long tail searches. I think you've done some really good work though, and the site's come together nicely for you. Just obviously needs a logo, and then it needs a lot more blog content, and then you'd want to add that blog content to the homepage, which I do in my tutorial video. So if you haven't done that, then do check out. Ken has just posted, can you look at my site? Yeah, I'll do it right now. Let's do it. Mal Consulting. I'm going to say no to notifications. Hope that's all right. Oh, I don't know what theme this is. It's like a deal site, I guess. The name is a little bit misleading. I was expecting a site where you were going to be offering like consultancy services. You've said yourself that you're not following a particular niche. You're kind of doing everything, which is hard. The way that most people find success with affiliate marketing is to be really specific in a very specific niche. It looks nice. Let's click get voucher for Congo. But yeah, you're going to need a lot of content and a lot of just stuff in order to... Did that not work? Yeah, here we go. Some things aren't quite working. But never mind. Also, these deal sites, they take a lot. Wow. You're obviously putting some stuff in automatically. I guess you haven't added all this yourself. Yeah, these deal sites, that's a lot of money. No, just a big number, I think. Yeah, these kind of deal sites, they take a lot of work. You've obviously got some sort of feed or whatever coming in. But unless you're really adding a lot of value, these sites, they're not going to get a lot of traffic. Sometimes it's easier just to create like a simple blog, add some content in a specific niche. That may work better. Some people are talking about Grammarly in the chat. Grammarly is really useful if you're really bad at English like me. So yeah, interesting site, but I think you could have your work cut out with that now. The next one is shopperhut.in, which was sent in by Vashnav. I fear again it is going to be too broad. It's a coupon type site. I mean, the advantage you guys have got is that you're in the Indian market, which I'd imagine is slightly less established. Let's say, I was trying to think of the right word. It's not as mature as the US or the UK markets in any of these areas. So you may have a competitive advantage there, or first in kind of advantage. But yeah, it's a lovely coupon type site. This is Rehub, isn't it? Yeah, Rehub. We should play Guess the Theme sometime. Not a very good game. But yeah, it's nice. It looks nice because it's Rehub, and Rehub is good. But again, it's a lot of work. These kind of sites are a lot of work, and there's obviously a problem with your hosting there. Who's your host? You have a word with them about that. That's not going to help you. Or I've just broken it, have I? Yeah, it's nice, but it's a lot of work. And again, I would never try and do such a site for the UK or US because there's just already a whole load of established coupon sites. You just ain't got a chance of competing with them. But as I say, maybe in India you'll be fine. Really nice looking site. I guess you need that. That's pretty cool. But I'd have a few more logos. Okay, let's have a look at the next one. I'm aware of the time that I'm kind of flying through them a little bit, and I do want to get back to the chat because it's real busy in there tonight. I don't want to miss any cool stuff. This is Gavato store. Gavato's consultancy. So this is like a services obviously type website that's not finished, I guess, because that's not working. It looks nice. Wow, you do a very broad range of different things. From solar power through web design to water softeners. This is like the opposite to niche, isn't it? I mean, your site's not quite finished yet. I mean, it's fair enough sending sites to me to review if they're not finished. I'll give you my opinion, but it's very difficult for me to kind of really say what I think because it's not quite finished. It's got potential. I mean, yeah, it's very broad in what you're doing. You guys are obviously Indian again, which is fine, but I'm wondering if these 3 areas should possibly be 3 separate sites. You know, you have your web design website, you have your solar power, because it's going to be very difficult for people to know what you're about, and it's going to be very difficult for Google to know what your site's about when you're covering 3 very different areas. That's just my thoughts on that one. It looks nice though. What theme is this? Primer by GoDaddy. Yeesh. Are you using GoDaddy for your site? That could come and bite you in the butt in the future, possibly. They're not great when it comes to hosting. Next one is Smart Stay Berlin, which was sent in by, I don't know who. I've not made a note of their name, which was a bit silly. So this is a nice simple blog, which is good. All about Berlin, which I think could work. I mean, that's quite specific. Five essential things to know before moving to Berlin. Yeah, find your apartment, open a bank account, get a job. It's nice and it's very specific. I'm sure there'll be affiliate opportunities once you start getting some traffic. Again, it's obviously not quite finished yet. I hate this cookie thing, but hey, you got to have them, I guess. You might want to check out some of my videos on IU Bender. Is that right? Adding cookie stuff. They're a bit better than that one. Interesting niche, and it's a nice simple blog, which is always going to be easier in terms of your workload, but it's going to need a lot more posts in order to, you know, do well. R7 Eagle's got to leave very shortly. He says give some thumbs up. That's great. I do appreciate your thumbs up. I said we're going to get, what did I say, 57.5 likes. We're up to 31, so we're nearly there. Keep liking. Okay, let's have a look at the next site. Ooh. I think this Berlin one could be good. Although you are going to be competing with some of the bigger sites like TripAdvisor and stuff, obviously, on that one. You be very specific and be very focused, you should be fine. So this one is in Spanish. It looks nice, although it looks like the formatting may have broken a little bit there. You know, this looks just a bit wide. You've got a burger menu for your menu, which could confuse people, just my opinion in terms of usability, because people are used to the burger menus on their phones, not so much on a desktop site, but that's just my opinion. I don't know what any of this stuff says because my Spanish is not that great. Then it looks like you're just kind of dumping these Amazon units or whatever these things are. What are these? Don't know. It's like an Amazon widget. This kind of page is not going to rank well on Google. It's too many kind of what looks like ads to Google. You need more content, less of these ad things. People also struggle to click on these because I think their mind just blocks them out because they look too addy. I think you're better off pulling in images using the site stripe, writing long content, and just kind of text linking it through. Probably do better. But nice look and feel, very nice look and feel. Although I say some of the layout is broken, and I'm not sure about that menu, but that's not hard to fix. And yeah, you've got a lot of very thin pages without much content, which is not gonna work from an SEO point of view. Right, the next site is by our friend Gaz, who is in the chat, or was in the chat. I don't know if he's still here. Say hello, Gaz, if you are. It's one of the first sites he did. It's a lovely, there he is, look, there he is. It's a lovely kind of basic blog site. This is using the, what theme is this? It's the one that comes with WordPress, isn't it? 2014. In fact, I made a video on how to make a site just like this. It's got lots of, see, this is a niche. This is a very specific niche, buried treasure hunter. So it's all about people that look for treasure using metal detectors and stuff. And then it's got loads of articles around finding stuff, straightening it, and look how long the articles are. Nice and long. He's got a few little banner ads tucked within the content, which is fine. Gaz, tell us how much money this site's making or how much traffic you're getting. I see you've just said, oh Lord, in the chat. Come on, share with us. I can't remember what you told me. You said it was old and you haven't done much work on it, but I'm sure you said it was getting a bit of traffic. Just a basic kind of site. I mean, he didn't spend too long setting it up. I mean, maybe it's got too many ads for my liking. I mean, look, the ads go on for miles. But other than that, it's content focused, which is kind of the key. And you've got the YouTube channel coming here? Oh, this is just your channel, Gaz. But yeah, you're doing some like videos on products, which is good as well. You know, I think it's good. And Gaz has said he's written all of this content himself. So we were talking earlier just about using writers or doing it himself. Gaz has written it himself. Gaz does work hard. A few of you saying it looks good. Yeah, it looks good. Really, when it comes to making a site look good, it doesn't actually matter too much about the theme. It comes down to your content, and it comes down to your featured images and things like that. Having a good source of images is great. I use iStock on a subscription. You may not want to do that. There are a number of other sites that you can get free stock images. Just do some Google searches. I'm sure you'll find some. Gaz says he's been sending a few people over to Amazon, but no conversions. You get any revenue off these ads, Gaz? I think you just keep chipping away, and I think this site has got huge potential. I'm sure it does. I'm just going to Google, see what I find. I'm not going to find you, am I? Just yet. But hey, it's early days, and that was quite a broad thing. I mean, oh, got no volume on it, but hey. let's do another one. What else you got on here? Is metal detecting profitable? Is metal detecting? Oh, look at that! It came up. Still not a month. Never mind. Oh, look at that. First page. It's very slow, Gaz. It is slow, but I think it's a good niche. I think the content, I mean, it looks good. I've not read it. It looks good. I think you could be fine. You just got to keep going, keep creating content. Maybe get involved in some of these forums. You know, if you're not already, get involved, get chatting. Don't obviously just go on there, start posting, you know, links to your site, but get involved in the conversation, help people out. Then once you've done that a little while, you'll have an opportunity, I'm sure, to add a link, although that's not a link. Does this do this? Well, I'm sure you, yeah, that's a sort of, I don't know. I'm sure you can add links and stuff to signatures, and maybe you could add links to within the content of the forum, you know, if it's relevant and it answers someone's question. So that might be useful, just to get a few links to your site, just to push it up a little bit higher. I think it's a good site. I think it's a great example of a site. Right, this one was sent in by Zach. Jonathan Kopp says, is Wzone Lite a good start for a new blog affiliate website, or do you reckon paid? I've never used the backbone. I've never used Wzone Lite, so I don't know. I think it's very limited. Very limited. So I'd go for the paid version. And I would appreciate if you use my link, of course, which is wpeagle.com/Wzone. Thank you very much if you do use it. So this one is Sleep Rest, and it was sent in, or at sleeprest.com, sent in by Zach. Worried of your mattress or the pillow? Relax. Sleep Rest helps you make the right decision so that you can sleep like a baby. So, I mean, weirdly, That's weird, isn't it? And that could be subconscious because someone sent me the site earlier and it went in. I discovered a sleep niche, didn't I, when I was just doing that live example, which I wasn't intending to do. That was not planned in any way. It just sort of happened. I think sleep is possibly an interesting niche. This needs a bit more content, I'm feeling already. Then, you know, we need to be linking through to articles from the home page. You've got healthy sleeping positions. I think this is going to be too broad. I think you're going to want to go more specific. So something like best sleep position for snoring or for back pain. 70 a month. You know, these are, you know, I've been through this a number of times. I think I did it in last week's live stream. It's all about long tail. You've got a better chance of ranking if you're going for long tail searches, and long tail searches are generally made up of at least 5 words, maybe more. The more words, the more long tail it's going to be, the better chance you've got of ranking. Lower the traffic is going to be, which again is why you need lots of articles. You know, something like this might only get 70 a month, so you know, even if you get a good click-through rate, that's only going to bring you in maybe 10 or 20 visitors a month. But you know, you scale that up to 100 articles with a similar number, that's then going to be 200-300 visitors a month, probably even more, because different search terms will have different volumes. You know, take up to 500 articles, you know, the numbers go up, and that's a lot of work. But you see that a lot of the big affiliate sites that do really well have a lot of content. Let me just do an all in title. I mean, why not? $183, that might not be a good one, but yeah, get the idea. Best sleeping position for neck pain, 90 a month. $170, but then you might want to go for more product based. So best mattress for bad back, that's got quite a lot of searches. Best mattress for side sleepers, that's quite specific. I like the sound of that. You know, you just start to get a feel about the keywords that you could just know are going to make a great affiliate kind of article. There is quite a lot actually on that one, so maybe not, maybe don't always trust your gut feeling, but that felt good, that one. Best pillow. I don't know why I always start my affiliate articles with best. They don't have to be. Pillows for people. No, pillows for side sleepers. UK. If you want 320 a month. It thinks I'm a bot or something now because I'm searching like a crazy. I think you get the idea. I think the sleep niche could be good. I think you do need to be quite specific because there's obviously quite a bit of competition. So you are going to have to get really specific on what you're going to write about. Side sleeper pillows with armholes. I mean, you could pluralize this and then it becomes a bit of an article. I mean, I don't know the volume, but it's very specific, so I'm sure it's going to do fine. Okay, we've got one more. This is from Oliver Partington. It was sent to me via email just before tonight's stream. So this is interesting. Look, this is again very specific niche. And by the way, don't steal any of the niches that you've seen tonight. That would be a bad thing to do because someone. Well, just find your own niche. I've been through this. I went through this last week. You take someone else's niche. You're going to be late to the market. You don't know if it's a good niche. You don't know if it's a bad niche, and it's just a bit of a horrible thing to do. I'm trying not to swear, but this is interesting. So this is about weak Wi-Fi, obviously selling power line adapters. He was saying that he's had a few clicks come through and hasn't had any sales yet. I'm wondering, and he said his question to me was, are people looking at his site and then going to Target or going up the shop to buy stuff? I doubt it. I just probably think that the stats that you're getting from WooZone are not accurate, which is why you think maybe you're sending more people to Amazon than you actually are. So it's all about power line adapters. So this is blog how to easily create a wired home network. Is topic. What is the best internet for gaming UK? What is 82.ax? Look at is hotel Wi-Fi safe? Is airport Wi-Fi safe? If you lag with it, then try the options. I think these are good. I mean, so you go for like how to boost Wi-Fi signal upstairs. 30 a month. 58. I think that'd be fine. There's not much competition. Those kind of real specific, again, specific questions are what you want to go for on your articles. I think you've got an interesting niche there, and you've obviously been chipping away at some content. I think you just probably need to well, you got loads of content. Well done. But yeah, I think you need to just kind of yeah, do a little bit more research on your keywords. Try and get something really specific. Best DNS for gaming. $110 a month. Probably quite competitive though. Anyway, we're running out of time, aren't we? It's past already. I'm going to give you a quick sneak peek of the site which I'm mailing at the moment, which is going to be in the latest tutorial, which will be up soon. This is a site I'm building with Elementor, with a free Elementor theme. It's a very simple blog. It's about roof boxes. Exciting. So I'm just going through adding some content. I've added some premium Elementor add-ons so that we can do cool stuff like adding these tables. These are site stripe images within the table. We've got some buttons and we've got some related posts going on. This article's, yeah, I don't know how many words that is. It doesn't look like there's enough words, but hey, there should be at least 1,500 words. Yeah, we're going specific. So we're doing roof boxes for skiing, we're doing roof boxes for fishing, and we're also doing roof boxes for every single car that I can think of. So I've got a whole load more articles to add. That one's not quite finished yet, but I'm feeling confident. I say this is the one I want to make sure that it's just as good as it can be. It's going to look good. It's going to have good content. It's going to do everything that it needs to. For some reason, my AdSense still isn't loading. Need to fix that. But yeah, I'm just going for kind of simple, informative articles, very simple text links. As I say, I'm not using any big Amazon ads or anything like that. So yeah, the video will be up soon. I'm really quite excited in a way, because yeah, it's kind of a simple site, and I'm due to get a new site up, as you know, I haven't done one for ages. Somebody says, can you post a link again for Upwork help? I saved it, but I'm not able to locate it. It's just Upwork, isn't it? To get Upwork people. Kenna wants me to look at his site again. He says I didn't look at the content. Okay, I mean, I hope it's worth it. Okay, scrolling down. Okay, here's some content. Okay, so my first look at the content is it's good to a certain level. The fact that I didn't see it is possibly an issue, that I did have to scroll all the way down to find it. Going back to my, again, last week when I mentioned when it comes to websites, you really don't want to make people think, and I have had to think then to find this. The other thing that I want to say about the content is that the content does not look like it's been written with search in mind, if that makes sense. It's been written with a kind of news kind of feel to it, if that makes sense, a social media kind of feel to it. The headlines, you know, are intriguing, like Netflix hike, what to expect from the streaming giant. That makes me want to click it, because Does that mean that Netflix are going to put their prices up? Yeah, so they are. So that makes me want to click. But the problem you got with this content, as I was going back to what I said earlier, is that you're going to get the majority of your traffic from search. And in order to get traffic from search, then you need to answer what people are searching for, as we've just been doing keyword research. And people are not going to be typing in Moto G7 Plus release news and expectations. That's just not something that people search for. People do not search for Netflix hike, what to expect from Stream Giant in 2019. They would search, so for example, something like, are Netflix going to increase prices? That kind of thing. That would be an article that's aimed more at search rather than aimed at kind of trying to trap people off social media, that kind of thing. So that's my comments there on the content. I think you know, well done for creating content. These are more like it. These are more like it. The tutorials, how to make money online as a student. That's good. That is the kind of thing people will be searching for. How to reach mobile phone data usage. That's interesting as well. How to find your lost mobile phone even when it's on silent. These are better. These are all kind of search targeted articles. I guess that's one way of saying it. So yeah, I think the site is good. And I think it's probably going to be this kind of content, these tutorial contents, that actually brings in the bulk of your traffic. And maybe the site should be more focused on this. And do you really need to do this kind of stuff? You're kind of doing a lot on the site. It might be easier just to do a blog. Focus on the content. It might be easier. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, as people are saying, this time is running out, and time has actually run out really. Just going back to the roof box, I saw there's a few questions. Scott said, how much competition is in the roof box niche? There's a bit. There is a bit. But I'm confident that I can, with enough content, and believe me, I'm churning out. I've got the writers creating lots and lots of content for the site, and it's going to be a site unlike the other sites where I kind of created them, and I did say I was going to add lots of content, and I never got round to it, like Bow Wow Tech and the other ones where I had a bit of a flurry of content when I launched the site and then just did nothing else. With this one, I am going to keep adding content every single month, and I'm going to add lots of content every single month, and that's the way I'm going to get traffic. In terms of, is there competition? There is a bit, but there isn't. For example, I've noticed there's not articles for every single type of car. So choosing the best roof box for BMW 3 Series, there may be an article, but there probably isn't an article for the 4 Series or the 5 Series or the VW Golf or the VW Passat. And you know, every single make and model of car, there is not going to be an article for each one of those. So that's kind of where I'm hoping to get a lot of long tail traffic, is to create articles around every single make and model of car, and to also create articles around the kind of activities that people do, the adventures they go on when they get a roof box. So skiing, snowboarding, fishing, and other things, you know, for families, for small cars. And I'm also going to do articles on storing the roof box and all that kind of stuff. O2 Richard says, what theme did you use on this site? This theme is Base WP. It's a free theme, and there is a pro version available. It works really well with Elementor, which is why I like it. So I'm going to, when I do the tutorial for this, which is going to be work in progress very soon, it's going to be up very soon, I'm going to share with you all of my Elementor templates. So if you want to create a site exactly like this for your niche, all you need to do is import the templates. I'm even going to provide templates for the different types of content. So, you know, a blog post with a table, that kind of thing. Oh, by the way, I've half recorded a video. It should be up. I think I'm going to schedule it for Monday. That way I've got a video for next week already done. I'm going to finish editing it tomorrow. But yeah, it's all on creating these kind of table of contents and doing anchor links. You know, where you can like scroll down and people jump to different things. So yeah, check that out. That'll be up on Monday. Okay, anyway, Stephanie, I don't know what you're talking about with the Upwork. It was help for Upwork, not the actual site. Does that make sense? I don't remember that, but that doesn't mean it didn't happen. Maybe email me and try and jog my memory on that, and I'll try and help you. So, I'm going to stay for another 5 more minutes. Let's go back over here. And let me just see what I missed on the chat. That's the end of the site reviews. Next week, I don't know if I'll do site reviews. I might do something different. I'll have a think. If you've got any ideas for what you'd like me to do on a stream, then do let me know. That obviously helps me out a lot. Let's transition and finish off the stream tonight. So this stream is going all the way back to 8:40, so I should be able to see what I missed. But I'm going to start where we are now. Oh, post a link for Upwork in the chat. Okay, yeah, I can do that. Is that what she means? I'm not sure if that is what she means. There you go, there's Upwork. In fact, there's a whole section on writing, which is this one. It does take a while to find a good writer, but once you've got one, then you've got one, haven't you? Your dancer says, are you still going ahead with your own content service? I want to, although my writer, I don't know. I need to find some good writers. And I was trying to find out the best price point for content, because I was thinking of kind of offering a really premium service where we do absolutely everything. We create the content, we add the affiliate links, we get the images, we publish it to your WordPress site, we format it, make it look all pretty. But you know, for that kind of service, we'd have to charge maybe £80–90 an article, which is over $100. Just wondering if people would actually pay that. What are you trying to do there, Helen and Scott, in terms of all-in-one? What is that? I don't know what is all-in-one. Is that like a... No, you need all-in title. That is the Google command that I was just doing. To find out how many other websites have got certain things in the title. We're up to 37 likes, but I don't think we're going to hit our 57.5 likes, are we? But hey, 37 likes is really good. I really appreciate you all for joining me this evening. Now, is there any other really important questions? Oh, Steve bought the book, Don't Make Me Think, which I mentioned last week. Good, I should have posted an affiliate link for that one, shouldn't I? Never mind. All in one. I don't know. Is that a real thing, Helen? All in one. Google search. No, it's all in title. In fact, there's a whole list, here we go, on Ahrefs of all the different operating command thingies that Google has. I've just posted it in the chat. Go check it out. All in titles in there, but there's a whole load of others that you might find interesting. Right, I don't know if I missed anything in particular impression. How about a buffer walkthrough? Yeah, that could be an idea. Yeah, it's all in title, Helen. Good. D. Crawley says, I'm a good writer. I do research and writing. I usually get $45 for 500-word articles, but that's quite expensive. But if it's really good, then it's probably worth it, you know. A good article can bring you... can bring you in, yeah, lots of traffic and lots of money. So yeah, I'm gonna go and have that alcohol-free beer. I say I'm going to have a video up on Monday on how to do those anchor links, how to create a table of contents at the top of your content. It will be Monday now. Be sure to check out the video I uploaded earlier today. If you've not updated your WooZone and Kingdom theme, I've got a video on that. It's pretty easy. You're not going to go too wrong on that. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this evening's. Yeah, Helen, you probably have you been on the Carver? I hope so. Zach says, when you use KGR, how long should it take for the article to rank on Google? It's still going to take a little while. It does depend on the authority of your site, all that kind of stuff. But it could be anything from a few weeks to months and months and months. Patience is definitely a virtue in this game. Income Baker says, what theme do you recommend? I recommend lots of different themes. That one I was just using was pretty good, which is Base WP. That's a free Elementor theme, very good for a simple blog. I like X theme, which is what WordPress Eagle, wpeagle.com, is powered by. That's all right. I like Divi, which has been mentioned, although I'm swaying towards themes that use Elementor a bit more, which includes Ocean WP, which is another great theme, and Astra, another good Elementor theme. And Rife is another one that I like. I created a website with that recently. A full tutorial is on the channel. But anyway, my throat is starting to feel a little bit hoarse, so I'm going to go. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me this evening. Thank you so much, everyone, for the support. Scott says non-alcoholic beer and alcoholic beer, £1 per pint on draft here, Alex, in the Czech Republic. Sounds good. Yeah, if you have enjoyed tonight's stream, please do click the like button. We're now up to 40 likes. Okay, that's really good. And I say, yeah, Lemon Vine says Ocean WP isn't he good? Yeah, I just said Ocean WP is one of the themes that I would recommend. O2 Hud says, it looks like my KGR posts are ranking the all-in title. Is that good? That is good. That means your site has been indexed. I mean, it's going to take a little while for them to slowly move up to come up in the actual proper search results, but that's a good sign. But anyway, yeah, and one other thing I do actually want to say, which I probably should have said earlier, but hey, as there's still 39 of you here, let me say it. I'll put it up on Facebook as well very soon. I've been talking to Income School. We all know that Carl won their competition. Unfortunately, they're not going to have time to meet up with me when they come over to the UK, which is a bit of a shame. But they have offered to do a video for my channel, which I'm very excited about. And I think the format that we're going to go for is I'm going to ask them some questions and they're going to answer them. I think that'll make a good video. So I'm after some questions. If you do have any questions that you'd like to ask, now bear in mind these guys are niche site experts. They're affiliate marketing experts. They've built a whole empire on niche sites. They know about getting traffic, they know about writing content, they know about creating websites and stuff like that. So I think it'd be really good to tap in to them. I've already got a couple of questions that have been submitted via the Mastermind group, which, by the way, if any of you guys would like to come and join us in there, it's the WordPress Eagle Mastermind group. You can do a search on Facebook, I'm sure you'll find it, and we'll let you in. It's a group that I want to spend a bit more time in. I've not been in there as much as I should, but yeah, I've had a few questions come in. So if you've got any questions that you'd like me to ask the guys at Income School in this video that's going to be coming up real soon, then why not send me an email? My email address is up there somewhere. It's eagle@wpeagle. Let me know what you'd like me to ask them. Thank you all for the thank yous. Lemon says, where do you live in the UK? I live in a town called Bedford, which is just north of London. So yeah, I think I've answered everything well as much as I could. I may have missed a few questions. I do apologise if I did. Do join us again next week and I'll try and answer them then. Thank you all for your thank yous and thank you all for your support. Click the like button, and I'm now going to stop the stream if I can just find the button, which is up here. I notice we've not had any Anthony tonight, have we? I miss Anthony when he's not here with his questions. He's always got some good questions. Oh well, he's obviously busy making his affiliate sites and doing whatever he does. But anyway, I'm going to press the button. I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you all so much for joining me. Really enjoyed it. We had a peak concurrent users ship user thing of 64 this evening, which I think is near the record. I can't remember the record. That's pretty high there. That's really good. So yeah, until next time, I'm going to press the button, and it's bye for now.